Your AI agents aren't just working, they are actually silently hemorrhaging your operational margins. Through unoptimized token consumption and those nasty recursive loops, they are quietly burning thousands every single week. So, in this explainer, we're going to dive right in and show you exactly how to stop it.
Here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the silent margin bleed, then the hidden costs of unoptimized AI. After that, we'll build an agent efficiency architecture, orchestrate your AI stack, mitigate unmonitored AI risks, and finally, audit and optimize.
All right, let's jump straight into part 1, the silent margin bleed.
It's time to look past those surface-level wins. Notice the stark contrast here. You and your team are probably celebrating a really solid 20% productivity boost. Awesome, right? But wait, your cloud bill is spiking aggressively. It's scaling much faster than your revenue. This is the unintended consequence of rapid AI deployment. The value is definitely there, but the cost management infrastructure, completely missing.
Which brings us to a huge question. Are you building a scalable asset or a high-priced digital liability? In the AI-first era, the difference between a market leader and a failed startup isn't just the tech you're using. Nope, it's the efficiency architecture you build behind it. If you aren't careful, you're just building a digital liability. Moving on to Section 2, the hidden costs of unoptimized AI.
We've really got to look closely at the hidden villain here, which is a total loss of cost control. You see, traditional automation gave us predictable costs driven by specific, hard-coded logic. But AI? It brings highly variable API costs and runs on massive, expensive models. Treating AI like infinite free labor is basically like handing a rogue intern a corporate credit card with no limit. It turns your proactive edge right into a massive cost center.
And the absolute biggest culprit? What we call context window bloat. When you feed an expensive model vast amounts of unnecessary historical data just to process a super simple command, you are paying for every single token. Inputting these vast datasets leads to unnecessary token usage, which is a direct hit to your overall financial health and ultimately destroys your margins.
Let's fix this in Section 3, Agent Efficiency Architecture.
To protect those margins, we absolutely must implement a 4-tier architecture. First up, we route. Use lightweight models for routine tasks like automated data entry, and reserve your high-parameter models only for strategic decision-making. Second, we prune. Use text summarization tools so the agent only processes what is critical for real-time processing. Third, we kill. Set hard triggers and predefined rules to stop those infinite non-productive recursive API loops. And finally, we localize. Leverage edge or serverless computing to handle logic-heavy tasks, which drastically reduces bandwidth usage and latency.
Next up, Section 4, orchestrating your AI stack.
Instead of paying top dollar to execute every single prompt through your most expensive model, you need to look at your stack like a triage system. Literally 80% of your workflow automation should be handled by minimalist superheroes. These are your free or low-cost tools operating outside the expensive LLMs. Only 20% of your most complex tasks should ever actually reach those high-end champions.
Let's break that down practically. For workflow automation, use tools like Zapier or Butler AI to handle the logic completely outside the LLM. For customer service, deploy a sophisticated context-aware chatbot to triage issues before passing up complex market analysis. And in supply chain optimization, use AI to predict demand fluctuations, but only trigger that deep reasoning when an anomaly is actually detected. This pay-as-you-go optimization ensures you only spend when the value proposition is crystal clear.
Section 5, Mitigating Unmonitored AI Risks.
Now, financial risks go way beyond just API costs. If you ignore algorithmic drift or security vulnerabilities, you are inviting some serious unforeseen complications. For example, unaudited automated grading or credit scoring systems can lead to massive compliance issues and legal complexities. Ignoring these autonomous systems challenges isn't just an ethical risk, it is a massive, tangible financial liability for your business.
Knowledge is your very first line of defense. You can never let your agents operate in a vacuum. Unmonitored AI literally equals uncontrolled risk. Continuous monitoring and regular scheduled audits are your absolute only safety nets against a runaway digital workforce.
Which brings us to our final part, Section 6, Audit and Optimize Today.
We've seen the silent bleed and we know the risks, so how do we fix it immediately? Well, optimization is the new innovation. You must only automate what contributes to significant cost reduction and resource optimization. Why? Because in this landscape, extreme efficiency is the ultimate competitive edge.
So here is your Friday audit checklist. 1. Route your models based on task complexity. Seriously, don't pay for powerhouses when mid-range marvels will do the trick. 2. Prune your context windows to keep digital interactions incredibly lean. 3. Set hard loop breaks using strict predefined rules. And 4. Audit your outputs for errors and security.
Your action item for this week is clear-cut. Audit your top 3 AI-driven workflows by Friday. Find exactly where a minimalist hero model can step in and save your margins. The future belongs to those who embrace this ever-evolving landscape through informed decision-making and practical optimization.
So I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. Will you start optimizing today or watch your margins quietly burn tomorrow? The choice is entirely yours. Take control of your efficiency architecture this week. Stay curious, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next explainer.